It's been a while since I filmed a video for my channel. I've been traveling, I've been studying, I've been working on my finals. I have been hanging out with my friends. I've been introspecting and self-reflecting. And I just got this urge to come on here and share a message. Um, the message is regarding this time that we're in right now that I've spoken about on my channel a lot. And this is a time of rest, a time for us to sit within what transformation has taken place, because this past year, this Gregorian calendar year has been all about transformation. It's been about shedding old skin. This is the year of the snake if you follow the Chinese calendar, and we are now moving into the year of the horse, and the fiery horse at that. And so the download that I received this morning was that we are essentially now going to be taking the reins of all of the things that we've learned and processed and developed over these last couple of months, and for some of us even years. It's now time for us to take the reins and charge forward in the direction that we've been preparing ourselves for. And so these last couple of months, I think 2 to 3 months to be exact, I have been on this path of really making sure that I'm prepared for when it's time to take the reins. And for me, I believe that my new year is going to begin in March. However, I still want to begin setting things up now, and coming into January and into this new year, I want to make sure that I have a solid foundation for what is to come, because we are no longer going to be operating from the cycles of the past that we have been constantly repeating for a majority of our life. And so this year was all about breaking those cycles, breaking those patterns, and making sure that we are able to see clearly what was holding us back, what was blocking us on a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual level, and understanding how we can move forward through it and integrate it into our new being, into our new selves, into our new life. And so if this year was a hard year for you, or a year of a lot of transformation, and as we know, transformation can be quite chaotic. If this year felt like that for you, just know that it's okay for you to be resting at this moment in time. It's okay for you to stop a project that you may have started. It's okay for you to take a break from something that you wanted to be consistent with. It's okay to detach from the things, the people, the places, the ideas, the identities that no longer serve you. It's okay to be doing all of this. And so I say all that to say, I am just essentially speaking to myself at this moment in time. Like I said, I have been traveling, I've been moving, I've been studying, but in the midst of all of that, I've been resting and really sitting down with the idea of who is it that I'm becoming, and what does she need to be doing? What does she need to prepare in order to move into this new chapter, or as I like to say, this new book of life? So, with that being said, in this new year, I do have a lot of amazing things planned. I recently completed a plant medicine retreat for a few individuals who wanted to partake in the ceremony, and me acting as more of a connector, a facilitator, an ambassador of the plant medicine, not necessarily administering it because I have a trusted shamana for that. However, I really absolutely love the transformation that took place. I didn't document as much as I wanted to. My goal is to continue to do these ceremonies and continue to walk in my own purpose and my own mission. And so next year I will be traveling a lot more, but I will also be helping others, and facilitating this connection between myself and allowing them to be able to see and experience the plant medicine as well. Because what I realize is that a lot of people have been called to sit with the medicine. However, they probably don't know someone, or they probably don't know where to even begin. And so all my life I have been this connector, and it's been in the material world, in finance, in entrepreneurship, and now I'm doing the work in the spiritual sense, where I'm now connecting people to spiritual teachers and spiritual medicine to help them elevate and transform their lives, not only in the physical, but also in the spiritual realm as well. So that being said, that is where I'll be spending most of my time in the new year, while also focusing on my own creative endeavors and the creative ideas that have come as a result of my resting and my transformation from this year. So, that being said, I hope that you have received the downloads and the messages, and you've started some projects that are going to change your life. And I hope that you are receiving the rest that is necessary in order to carry on your mission and in order to inspire others to do the same. If you are looking for ways to get more clarity on how to do that, I recommend that you begin journaling or begin meditating. If you don't already have a practice of that kind, find time to create these habits, to make this your practice, because what you find is that over time the messages will start to sprinkle themselves through your writing. They'll start to come through your channeling. They'll start to come through in moments where you least expect it, because now you're more receptive to receiving. And the reason why rest is so important is because this allows us to really sit and clear our channels, and this is when the messages come. So when we're constantly doing, we're constantly going, or we're constantly disconnected from higher self and source, is when we realize that we haven't been receiving any messages. And so we feel lost, we feel confused, we feel conflicted, we feel like there's no hope, or we feel like we don't know what's coming next. A point on that is that maybe we're not meant to know what's next, but we need to be able to be clear enough or have the channels to hear when we need to make that move. So what that means is you don't necessarily need to know the entire plan, the entire blueprint, but what you do need to do is allow yourself to receive those hints or those guides when they come in. So that's what I've been doing. I say all that to say, so that's what I've been doing, and it's been really amazing. It allows me to be super present. I know sometimes we struggle with this idea of how much do I share with others and how much do I keep to myself, but when you're in alignment and when you're listening and when you're channeling and when you're resting, you'll realize that the perfect time will always come. And you're always exactly where you need to be. So don't stress about whether or not you're doing the right thing. Don't stress about not knowing what's coming next. Don't stress about any of those things, because I am here to tell you and to show that I'm living proof that when you just slow down and you rest and you allow yourself to do the things that your body and your mind and your spirit are calling you to do, you find that things begin to align much quicker than they were when we were possibly overdoing or constantly moving or just constantly distracted or out of alignment. So take the time necessary to get back on track, rest, whatever that looks like for you. It doesn't mean sleeping in bed all day. That's not what I mean by rest. What I mean is letting go of the outcome, detaching from all things, and knowing and trusting that the exact thing that you desire is already done. And now all you have to do is allow the universe to bring elements to you that are going to help you achieve that goal. And yeah, like I said, that's exactly what I've been doing these last couple of months. As I travel some more, going back and forth from the city to the coast, I plan to create more videos as I was doing before. I'm well aware that there is an algorithm out there that's probably monitoring how many videos I post and all these things and whatever the case is, but all I know and I trust and I believe is that this video will find whoever it's meant to find, and I am not going to attach myself to any sort of numbers or anything like that. I'm just simply expressing what came to me in this very moment. And if you're listening to this right now and you resonate with this, share it with someone or save it for later and watch it again and use it as a constant reminder that everything will always work out. It truly does, and it always does. Thank you.